Oh, too much ego is irritating. Thank you for the 3 polars. You know, personally, if I was going to pick one, I think at least if someone has a strong ego, in my opinion, at least I know where they stand. You know, it may be frustrating, may it be, you know, irritating that they're like won't budge. At least I know where they stand. I think personally, if someone's ego is too weak and they don't give me anything or they don't exist, it's kind of like, okay, what is this thing that's dittoing in front of me? And what are they really? What is this thing interested in? What is this person like? You know, what are their thoughts? That is, you know, when working, I think I would like strong egos are easier to read. I think than people with no ego or weaker egos. Also, Yabo says also depends on how strong your own ego is. Boy, now we're getting places, right? Now we're getting places. And you're ahead of the class, my dude. Yes, we're talking about others' ego. But at the same time, this is definitely a reflective process for, you know, those, whoever, about your own egos. And, you know, would you want to change it? I think this is another discussion of awareness and, you know, just a place to think about these kinds of things and how your own ego, if too strong, if too weak, if good or bad or whatever, depends, right? How you use your ego, where it gets in your way, and how we can maybe look at your perspective and use your ego to make sure that you're open. Make sure that you're open to these conversations. Make sure that you have a better perspective of yourself, why you might be reacting to these things, what values this is hitting on. And so you can make better informed decisions and live the life you want to live, or play the game that you want to live, or be that player you want to be. You know what I mean? So it's all connected. Absolutely. Getting ahead of the curve, Yabo. I love it. Welcome, baby. I Love Borgers says, super strong ego makes me feel like there's no way to reach them to get a point of compromise or just to do something together without enabling their strong ego. Woo! Yep. True, though. True. We in the biz called it getting steamrolled. Like you get steamrolled with someone's opinions or someone's thoughts. It must be this way. Something to listen to when you are listening to strong egos are always, never, these kinds of extreme types of talking, because as soon as you get into extremes or always and nevers, okay, now, is it always and never? Of course it's not always never, right? It always is. It depends. You know, that's, you know, if you can live in a world of gray, you know, it's really important that you see gray and how it could be either or, and then it depends in which situation can you apply that piece of knowledge to make it applicable.